I have started recording. Hello, everyone. Thank you so very much for being here. We really do appreciate you. I hope you are all as excited as we all are because I am super excited to be here. I have already struggled with being a morning person, but I'm getting better. But picking your brains and being in your presence, I think I'm going to take lots of notes. Thank you for making time to be here today. So this is our 13th Global Speakers Summit, and we have come a long way. We are learning along the way, and something is just popped up. Something is just popped up. But yeah, so this is our 13th Global Speaker Summit, and I'm hosting this for the third time, so I'm getting used to what is happening and what's going on, and getting to meet you wonderful ladies and gentlemen, and we're getting to learn so much. So I'm super excited. But who are we? I'm going to take you through who we are and why we started doing this and why we do what we are. So we are Global Speakers Talk, in short, GST. We are an international company that was founded in 2020 in public speaking industry, which means we organize online events for uncovering, discovering, and enlightening or your inner voice all over the world. Global Speakers Talk is determined in raising and lifting, encouraging and inspiring all new coaches, speakers, trainers who are camera shy to face their fears and do it anyway. We are here for you and your voice, providing you with accountability, a warm, big community for sharing feedback, strengthening your voice confidence at the same time. So our core belief is that every voice, every new voice is a story to be told, to see light, grow, and impact the world. And our vision is to inspire and raise and help 1 million inner voices to show them that actually this is your true potential. You've got a potential to be the thing, whatever you want to be. But until when you are able to raise, to speak up, to overcome those fears that are stopping you to share what is that you want to share with the world, we are here for you. And we have wonderful partners that work with us. We are a growing team that is growing gradually, and we're getting there because this is our 13th and we're getting stronger. But who am I? I am Josephine Kalagira. I'm a best-selling author, a global speaker, a GST host, and a mindset and well-being coach. And I have published 3 books, one of which is called The Revolutionary Breakthrough: How to Turn Your Setback into a Purposeful Comeback. And it's on Amazon as well. I'm a charity fundraiser. I am a Girl Child in Need ambassador based in Uganda. And I have a free community called Thrive and Shine Through Your Setbacks for mindset, well-being, and emotional support. I recently got an award for women empowerment. And I do what I do because in 2017, I had a personal injury that limited the things I could possibly do. My son, at the age of 5, became a young carer, and we struggled. He was nearly taken away from me, and we struggled to get through that. I became wheelchair bound, and I wanted to know, how can I get back up on my feet? How can I be the best version of me? How can I give my son a life to come back, to be a child again? I had to work through everything, all the hurdles, overcoming, even knowing how to become a morning person, and do the things that I can just manage to do. And in that transition, I was able to find my true passion, which is to share my inner voice, my experience. And what I do now is I help ambitious female entrepreneurs to actively work through the stories that they're telling themselves and stop playing small, stop living in fear and feeling stuck. So they unlock that inner sunshine and be able to show up every single day feeling super excited, inspired, empowered, proud, and confident. So this brings me to today's topic. Enough about me. I wanted to tell you that I actually have a story as well. So our topic is today is how to become a morning person. To how, because when we are morning persons, we actually can be good, be productive in our businesses, in our personal lives, and anything that we want to do. But we would not be able to achieve everything that we do want to achieve if we have not got a routine in place. So, without any further ado, I would love to invite our first guest to share with us how we can become a morning person. And our first person is called Aleasia Hurt. She is an elevation excellence coach, and she is the founder of Flex Your Voice, content marketing, and what qualifies her about and what qualifies her to speak about emotional intelligence and resilience is that she has a passion for people, and she has experienced over 30 years of experience. So when she inspires, you will be able to cultivate empathy and a sustainable, resilient culture, both in your workplace, both in your workforce and your experience. So let's welcome the amazing Aleasia Hart to share with us how to become a morning person and a little about her as well.
Thank you. Thank you. Good morning. Good morning. So I am so excited to be here to this global summit, the 13th, from what I understand. And so I am, like you said, Lisa Hurt, and I am the CEO and founding owner of Hurt and Poet LLC, and that's Flex Your Voice and Elevational Resiliency Coaching. So today we are going to talk about, as an elevational speaker, I would like to talk to you about how to become a millionaire in the morning. So that's what I'm going to talk about and give you 3 tips to do that. Now, these, I like to call them habits because it's about habit planning, right? So we have to practice certain habits in order to become that morning millionaire. So I want to give you these innate, I would like to say, capacities to help you respond, recover, and be resilient in moving on to your day and whatever whatever comes your way during the day, whatever it be good, bad, the ugly. But with these 3 habits, I want to help you be able to wake up in the morning and feel okay about what's coming next in your day. And this is the opportunity, right, to leverage retraining your brain, because you have to retrain your brain every morning, right? To manage any type of fast changing activity, fast changing conditions, so you can make better decisions, so you can be focused, right? And you can be prepared and be resilient. All right, if you're all ready, I'm going to give you these 3 habits, right? One is paint a visual picture, right? And that's called guided imagery, right? So you want to do that, guided imagery. Number 2 is be present. Always be present in the moment. It's all about knowing thyself, right? In elevation resiliency coaching, we focus on self-awareness. Because if you're aware of who you are every morning, then you can roll on through your day. The third one is intent with influence and integrity. All right, so if you're ready, here we go. Habit 1, paint a visual picture. You don't want to start your morning off distracted by the outside noise. Be focused in that moment. Instead of painting a picture of distraction and of false hope, paint a picture of a mental getaway. Find your safe, serene, and mental space. And believe it or not, one of the first things that people do, including myself, I'm guilty of this as well, is pick up the phone, right? Try to avoid picking up the phone. That's a distraction for you and what you're trying to accomplish in the morning, right? So when you're retraining your brain, especially that part that's associated with positive thinking and that's associated with emotional control, that's what you're trying to accomplish, to become that morning millionaire. You know, take time to appreciate who you are, use positive affirmations because you are resilient. Okay. Number 2, the second habit is being present, knowing thyself. Practice self monologue. Okay. And what this is all about is being in the moment. I'm sure you have heard the buzzword mindfulness. That's what this is about. Be mindful of your peace, what brings you peace, what brings you serenity. Prayer, meditation, find that for yourself. Find that moment for yourself. 10, 15 minutes to do this for yourself. Healthy thinking eliminates all this negative things that are thrown at you throughout the day. And you'll be able, when you practice, you'll be able to carry that on throughout the day. Say things like, when I was resilient, and fill in the blanks. Think about those times that you made it through something and tell yourself, I made it through that. I can do it again. Block out toxic stress. Toxic stress can ruin your day, your moment. You also have to know how to deal with it when it comes to your way. But in the morning, block out that stress with clarity and insight, positive insight and influence into who you are. Bottom line, it's that healing harmony. That's what you need when you wake up in the morning, that'll carry you throughout the day. All right. The final habit is intent with influence and integrity. All right. So this is about the self-awareness part. Being aware of how you are feeling, being aware of your emotions in that moment. And it doesn't matter if it's about a person. It doesn't matter if it's about a situation on the job. It doesn't matter if it's something going on in your life in general. Be aware of that. So I want you to use this morning map for self-compassion. Once you are aware of what your emotions and feelings are, then be compassionate towards yourself. Revisit your intent or purpose on your life. Always keep that in the front frontal of your mind. What is your purpose in life. Reflect on the good you've done in life. Reflect on your powerful, powerful influence that you have had on others. That'll bring back that compassion you have for yourself each morning. A meaningful life gives you clarity. It gives you a healthier sense of start for your day when you wake up. My name is Aleasia. Thank you for joining us here at the Global Summit. I am so glad that I was a part of this. And one thing, when you wake up in the morning, or wherever you are, and wherever you are each morning, I want you to know that we appreciate you, and you need to appreciate yourself. I am Aleasia, your resiliency maverick, and I want you to be that morning millionaire. It's all about respond, recover, and be resilient. Thank you so much. You all have a wonderful day.
Oh my goodness me. Who has got goosebumps everywhere? Just tell me in the comments. Just tell me in the comments, because I am covered in goosebumps. That is amazing, Aleasia. Thank you so very much for
Thank you.
eye-opening us, because that is amazing. I hope you've all been taking notes, because I have. And questions, please hold on to your questions. If you have them now, type them in the comments. We will come back and answer this for you, or Aleasia will. And yeah, but we are now going to our next person, who is Barbara Smith. Barbara is a world traveler and writer. She lives in the US. No, in the US, yeah, a mom of two and a lover of life. I mean, who does not love life? At least we will do after now. She is a world traveler. She is also best-selling author and a co-owner of a Vegan Ready. So let's put our hands together to welcome the amazing, smiling Barbara.
Good morning, everyone. Well, I am loving this topic this morning about how to become a morning person. And what I thought I would do is introduce myself and give you some very practical tips on how I do it and how you can do it too. So as I was introduced, I'm an author, I'm a speaker, I'm an entrepreneur, and a world traveler. And I just spent the last 5.5 years in Thailand, and I came back to the United States in May. I wrote a book called I Made Life My Bitch, which is the story of how I escaped my toxic marriage, outran breast cancer, and reinvented my life in paradise. I loved it. It turned out to be a best-selling book, and I was so excited. So I'm going to write more and I'm going to speak more. If you'd like to connect with me, you can join my Facebook group. It's called Life Reinvented Network. So look for that. So what they say is you're either an owl or a lark. Which are you? Larks are those early risers who are active in the morning and productive in the morning. People who sleep later and remain active past midnight are called owls. I personally am a lark. One of the things that I think is a good first step if you're really trying to change your body clock is to understand your own biological prime time. So what you can do is you can chart your energy, your focus, and your motivation hour by hour, and just try to really understand your own body clock. Then you want to do your hardest or your most creative work during those peak hours when you're at your best. So for me, my most productive time is between 6 a.m. and 10 a.m. The joke is Barbara can clean a kitchen faster than any human being alive at 6 in the morning. If I lived in a commune, I'd be the one up making coffee, making breakfast, cooking the bacon for everybody, cooking the eggs, doing all that stuff. Between 6 a.m., I wake up happy and sunny. So that between 6 and 10 in the morning is my most productive time. Between 10 and 3, I'm also productive, but less so. Between 3 and 7 p.m., I'm kind of slowing down. It's not great. I kind of get through the workday, but just barely. Between 7 p.m. and 10 p.m., I really need to wind down. I can answer email, but I'm not going to do anything that really requires, math problems or really creative thinking, nothing hard. And then at 10, you could actually set your watch. I just tip over at 10 p.m. So that's my body clock, and you should understand yours. So I read this book called The 5 a.m. Club. And the concept is if everybody else is getting up at 6 a.m., if you wake up at 5, you're getting an extra hour that nobody else gets. And you want to spend it doing 20 minutes of exercise, 20 minutes of reflection, which could be meditation or could be journaling, something like that, and then 20 minutes of learning. So I love a good multitask, as many of you may also. So I thought, why don't I just do 30-30? I can combine exercise and learning, so I can be on my bicycle and listen to audiobooks. Or I can do swimming and meditation where I'm doing those long laps and I'm focusing on my breathing or repeating a mantra. So that's kind of how I split up the multitasking. So my morning routine, I thought I would share, it might be helpful for you. I wake at 6 and I do some type of meditation. Now, I thought meditation was terrible and excruciating, but I knew that it was going to really help me up-level my life. But I thought, I don't want to sit. It's miserable. I hate it. And I would always set a timer and I thought, are we done yet? Are we done yet? Oh, I just hated it. What I did to change that and make meditation doable for me, I decided I'm not going to sit. I'm just going to lie down. And I switched from a timer to a stopwatch. You wouldn't believe the difference that little change made for me, because I wasn't thinking in the meditation, when's the alarm going to ring? I just meditated for as long as I felt comfortable. And when I was ready to kind of come out of it, I would look at the stopwatch and I'd go, look at that, 20 minutes, amazing. I drink coffee. You may drink tea, but I like to get the best coffee that I can get. And a habit that I got into when I lived in Thailand was coconut milk. Lasts a lot longer than dairy milk in the refrigerator, and it is delicious and creamy. Then I do a green smoothie in the morning, avocado, English cucumber, so you don't have to peel it, spinach and celery, and then a little pink Himalayan salt. Fresh, delicious, and the best hack to get all your veg in early in the day. It's awesome. I also exercise every morning, and I do joyful movement only. That for me was really the game changer as far as exercise goes. I'm never going to do CrossFit because I don't love it. I never want to do another burpee as long as I live. I do yoga, I do spinning, I work out with a trainer twice a week, I dance, and I swim. That's plenty. So no CrossFit for me, but if you like it, you just rock and roll. So we've all heard about sleep hygiene, and I think that sleep is really the game changer as far as getting your body clock to switch. If you're not getting enough sleep, nothing's going to happen. So what I recommend is be consistent and have a nightly routine that works for you. Go to bed at the same time every night and wake up in the morning at the same time every single day, even on the weekends. I know you're like, Barb, I don't want to do that. But you know what? If you're really trying to make a change, sometimes you have to make sacrifices. Make sure your bedroom is quiet, dark, relaxing, and at a very comfortable temperature for you. I like it a little bit on the cooler side. Now, next thing I'm going to say, you've heard it before, but just do it. Remove the electronic devices from your bedroom. No TV, no computer, no smartphone. Get them out of there. Avoid large meals, obviously, because your body needs to be focused on resting and relaxation, not on digestion. So, eat a light dinner. It's not going to hurt you. It's going to be good for you. Avoid caffeine, obviously, because that'll just mess up your sleep schedule. And also alcohol, you think it's your friend, it's not. It will disrupt your sleep pattern. Get some exercise of some type, joyful, like I said, during the day, because being physically active during the day will really help you sleep and fall asleep more easily at night. Now I'm going to give you some sleep hacks that really work for me. Number 1, do not fight the urge to sleep when it comes. A lot of people are like, oh, I'm just going to send one more email. What happens to me is if I feel like the sleep hammer coming down and I don't listen to it, then I'm like this, 2 in the morning. Don't fight that sleep when it comes. Surrender to it. If you have light sleep patterns, you can use one of those little noise machines to create a soothing, constant background noise. I like the crickets. I know some people like the water sounds, but it always makes me feel like I have to pee. So I like the crickets. That's better for me. Do not exercise too late in the evening. You don't want to be revving up in the evening. Don't go to the gym at 8 or 9 p.m. That's not going to be good and restful for you. Obviously, empty your bladder before you go to bed, but sometimes I'll get into bed and I'll like, yeah, I could go back. Don't be afraid to get back up. Even if you've already felt that sleep cue, you're not going to sleep through the night if you have a full bladder. So just go take care of business, come back, and then relax again. I like to keep my bedroom on the cooler side, but one thing that's important for me and maybe important for you, wear socks. If your bedroom is really cold and your feet are cold, it's not going to work. You're always going to, wake up. So get the socks, girls and boys. If you live in a noisy environment, or if you have a partner who's maybe a snorer, get those swimmer's earplugs. They are much better than the foam ones. They're made of wax. They're very easy to put in and remove, but they block out noise much more effectively than the foam earplugs. Another thing that I like to do is the carb coma. So you've all felt that if you've had a carb heavy lunch. If you eat a carb heavy dinner, not too late, but pasta or potatoes, they will have me knocked out and snoring in no time. Don't drink alcohol if you're having trouble with sleep. You think it's your friend. You think, oh, I can just drink it. It's going to knock me out. Yes, it will, but you're not going to stay asleep. It's a blood sugar thing, and it's going to wake you up at 2 a.m. and then you're being like, what did I do? So you'll fall asleep, but you won't stay asleep, and it will disrupt the rhythm of your sleeping. Obviously, get a good mattress. I like memory foam. Make the investment. We spend a third of our lives sleeping. Getting a good mattress that's really supportive and just right for you is really the ticket. Many people say, if you wake up in the middle of the night, if you suffer from insomnia, oh, get up and walk around. No, don't do that. What I do is I stay in bed, get in a comfortable position, and then I meditate. I focus just on breathing. So in for 5 slowly and out for 5 or 6 slowly. If you really do that, it's going to calm your nervous system, and you're going to be asleep in 20 minutes, guaranteed. So don't worry. So what do you do if you want to become a lark? I recommend moving back your sleep and wake time earlier by 30 minutes. So if you're normally going to bed at 11, move it to 10:30 and see how you do. Do not use the snooze. If you put your alarm, so if you've got your phone, like if you use your phone to wake up, like I think most of us do, put it on the other side of the room so that you can still hear it, but you have to get up and get your feet on the floor and walk across the room to turn it off. When you wake up, you ever seen an infant wake up? They give it a big stretch. Do the same. Do the stretching and the flexibility exercises so you warm up your body. You can walk for 10 minutes if you get out and do a little walk around your parking lot or your driveway. Walk for 10. It's really going to get your blood pumping. And even if you're not a breakfast eater, have a little something with your coffee. That signals to your body, it's wake up time. Here's some fuel to start your day. Do a warm shower with a cool rinse. I know it might be a little uncomfortable when you first start, but it can be exhilarating and it's going to get you going for the day. And if you have trouble with organization in the morning, set your clothes out the night before. That one little thing of preparation can make your day go so much more smoothly. Last thing for sleep hacks, no midnight snacking. No, it's tempting, but it will disrupt your sleep pattern. One thing also, and the previous speaker also touched on it, be gentle with yourself. Don't try to change too much all at once. Adjust by 30 minutes and do it incrementally. Create a nighttime routine that you love. Remember when you had like little kids, if you had them, or when you were a little kid yourself, there was the bath time, there was the reading, you could do the sound machine, you could have a little essential oil diffuser, really just baby yourself. Take care of yourself and use that nighttime routine as something that's going to feed your heart. And if you have a setback, don't give up, just keep at it. So you think, will I ever really change, Barb? By following these steps, they will get you moving in the early morning. You'll be able to get to work. You'll get to stay awake in those early morning meetings, and at least you'll feel like a human. Your body clock may never switch from being a night owl being, a lark in the morning, but at least you'll be able to function better and you'll feel better. So best of luck to you. I wish you the best. If you'd like to connect with me, you can join my Facebook group. It's called Life Reinvented Network. And you can check out my book on Amazon. It's called I Made Life My Bitch. It's available in paperback and Kindle. And it's the story of how I left my toxic marriage, outran breast cancer, and reinvented my life in paradise. Thanks very much, guys.
Wow. I often get very, very excited when I hear inspiring stories and great tips and habits that we can implement straight away. So, Barbara, thank you so very much. That was very insightful, and we are glad that you are here with us to share those nuggets that are very transferable, in the now. So thank you.
My pleasure.
Yeah. So our next guest is called Emanuela Hall. She is a speaking coach, and she's also a visibility coach. She's an actress and a movement instructor, homeschooling of 2 kids, above all, a lover of stories. She believes that creativity matters, that stories unite us, and that everyone's got one to share. She's the founder of Own Story, Own Your Story. She is the founder of Own Her Story, and after she struggled with anxiety when she was breastfeeding, she turned this experience into her award-winning achievement, and now helps others to share their stories. She's obsessed with helping others to heal, create, and connect through sharing their stories too. She works with growth-minded entrepreneurs, creatives, to make a bigger impact by helping them to speak with authority and embody their leadership. She uses body, breath, and voice to work to help her friends and clients to feel empowered and confident when they speak. She loves music, food, dancing on the beach at the same time. So let's welcome the amazing Emanuela to share with us about her and what we need to do to become morning persons.
Thank you, Josephine. Wow. Thank you, Barbara. Thank you, Aleasia. These are amazing. I'm scribbling so many notes. So thank you for having me. Thank you for having me here. I'm really excited. Now, before we jump in, if you feel like you need to take a little stretch, I like to move it out a little bit, just shake everything out, because I feel like when we sit for a long time, right? If you can get up, if you want to get up, otherwise just shake it out, shake your shoulders. Okay, so I'm going to tell you about me, but right now I have a question. If you think that being a morning person means you have to be up by 5, drop a 5 in the chat. If you think it means you have to be up by 7 a.m., drop a 7 in the chat. And if you think it means you have to be up by 9 or earlier, drop a 9. So, okay, I'm seeing a 7. Seems like an average time. So while you guys are jumping in with those, 5. Oh, we do have a 5 in there. Some intense people. Okay. So I'll let you know a bit about me. Thank you for that lovely introduction. I am a speaking and visibility coach, an actor, a playwright, and I just co-authored a book this year, so new author. And I'm also a movement instructor, an actress, and a mommy of 2, like you said, Josephine. And I help growth-minded entrepreneurs and creatives who want to speak with more authority and embody their leadership so that they can attract dream clients and make a bigger impact, whether that's through their video content or on stage or even just speaking in podcasts and interviews. And I really saw a need for that. Back in 2019, I wrote my own play about my struggles with breastfeeding. It's called My Breast Self, and it won Best in Venue at our local Fringe Festival. And I started to realize how healing and empowering it is for us to share our own stories. So then in 2020, when COVID happened, and I saw so many entrepreneurs having to suddenly jump online, no matter what their business was, they had to come online and start to be seen. And a lot of people had some struggles with that. So I really love helping people to feel more authoritative and step into that leadership and feel good in their bodies, to be seen, to be heard, and to just speak with more impact. So thank you for having me. Now, my story of becoming a morning person is a little bit different than Barbara's. I would not identify as a lark. I'm definitely by nature an owl. And I have been on this journey of trying to become a morning person for probably 10 years or so. And I'm going to talk to you about when it shifted and how I shifted that in the last year or so. I'm hearing some feedback. Are we good? Okay. Okay, so I'll just keep going. So what changed? Now, what does it mean to be a morning person? So I see some of you put in 5 o'clock, 7. So it's a little bit, everybody has sort of a different meaning. So I thought if I'm going to talk about being a morning person, I want to know what does that mean? You know, is it a certain time of day? And so the Merriam-Webster dictionary says that a morning person is a person who likes the early part of the day. And then it says that it's a person who has the most energy in the morning. And I thought, well, do you have to like it to have the most energy, or do you have to have the most energy to like it? What if you can like the morning even if you don't have a lot of energy? For me, that's myself personally. What if instead of thinking of the morning as the time where we have to get up and be productive, because that's what our society values, right? We value this masculine energy of like getting things done and being productive and being on our game and doing all the things and checking all the boxes. But what if we could embrace the morning, even if it meant that slow yin feminine energy? And what if that was okay? So it's not so much of like, I need to be a morning person because I want to be productive and I want to do all these things, but I want to enjoy that quiet in my day. I want to enjoy that serene time in my day so that I can set myself up for when I do have more energy. So like Barbara mentioned, you know, we have different cycles in our day, and a really great book I would recommend is called When by Daniel H. Pink. And he talks about how some people just naturally are later risers, and that doesn't make them less productive or less, you know, successful as long as you're using your cycles to your best advantage. So what if I gave you had the space in the morning to just use that with the energy that you already have? So 8 months or 9 months or so ago, what shifted for me was that I started to let the morning be my time. So I first learned about becoming a morning person probably like 10 years ago when I went and did my yoga teacher training. We had to be up at 5 a.m. every single day, and we had to be in the yoga shala practicing by 6 a.m. Now, this was not in my nature. As an actor and performer, it was all about late nights and late mornings. So I was really trying to shift my mindset around this morning thing. But I saw people who were doing it, and I'm like, I want to do that. I know there's benefit in it. So I started to, you know, do what someone told me. Okay, you have to get up and you have to meditate for 10 minutes. That's the ticket to an early morning. And I would try it, and I would get up, and I would do it the first day, and then I'd do it the second day, and then the next day I'd get up a little later and a little later and a little later, and it didn't stick. And then I heard, oh, no, no, no. What you got to do is you got to get up and you got to go for a run. First thing in the morning, you know, have your running shoes up at your bedside, put them on, get up and go for a walk or go for a run or get outside and get the sunlight. Well, I live, you know, not close to the equator. So here in Canada, half the year, it's pretty dark until like 7 in the morning. So even if I got up at 5:30 or 6, it was running in the dark or running outside. And I tried that. I did it for, you know, 1 day, 2 days, 3 days. And eventually that didn't work either. So for years and years, I would try and take this person's strategy and that person's strategy and this person's strategy. And finally, what I realized is it's not going to happen if I don't have a big enough why. So I want you to write down right now, whether on your piece of paper, you could share it in the chat. I would love to see it. What is your why? Like, why do you want to be a morning person? Why do you feel this call to be here today and learn these tips and learn these strategies? Is it because someone told you that it's going to make you better or more productive or more successful? Or do you have a desire inside of yourself? I would love to know. Running in Canada, yes. Yes. Okay, I'll wait for some of those to come in. And the next part of this exercise, I would love for you to get a piece of paper and write yang energy or high energy and yin energy. And then write all the activities you love doing for each of those. So for yang energy, maybe it is going for a run if you're a runner, or maybe it's putting on some intense music and having a dance, or maybe it's sitting at your computer and writing that book, getting that output. And then maybe some of your yin activities are meditation and prayer and journaling, or just having tea and looking out the window, like really just reflecting. What yin activities do you love and what yang activities do you love? You don't have to share those, but those are just good frame of references for you so that you can pick and choose what's going to be your morning routine. Because listen, if you don't love what you're getting up to do, you're not going to get up and do it. You're just not. I did not love sitting in meditation. It wasn't my thing. And if I laid down, I just fall back asleep. So it didn't work for me. So once you have that list, you can try different things every morning, okay? And it starts, like Barbara said, it starts the night before. Set yourself up with a good bedtime routine, whether that's a bath, a prayer, some reading. I like to have a tea, but not too close to bedtime because then I'll be up going to the bathroom all night long. Get that good night's sleep, and then be excited about your ritual. So for me, my why, having a 3 and 6-year-old at home, is that time in the morning is going to make me less reactive. It's going to give me more energy, and it's just going to make me a happier mom and a happier person. And the things that I personally, where I've landed in my morning routine is I am not the get up and go. I need my time. But I also need to set everything up so that it's easy, like Barbara said. I have my mat rolled out. I start with scripture, so I've got my Bible there, I've got my candle, I've got my lighter ready to go. I read, then I pray, then I move. I do some light yoga, some stretching. Then I have my tea while I'm doing that, my morning concoction. And then after the movement, then I'm kind of warmed up for my day. I have my shake, I do my workout, and then I'm ready to go. Then I have my coffee as sort of like I've done all the things. So if I could leave you with just two things, because you're going to get so much today and so many things that you can pick and choose from on what's going to work for you. But I love Barbara's idea of choose one thing. Don't expect it. Like I said, this has been a journey for me. I have been trying this for 10 years. And only in the last year did I feel like, okay, now I like mornings because I have a why. I have a reason. These are the two most important things. Number one, always move your body. And that doesn't mean you have to work out, right? Like we said already, if it's a quick walk around your block, if it's some diaphragmatic breathing and some very gentle stretching, just lay down on the floor on your back and say, what does my body need today? What do I need today? And listen, if you are a woman who cycles, it's not going to be the same every day. And give yourself that grace to know, okay, today this is where I'm at in my cycle, and therefore I really need to be yin today. Because there's not this competition of like, I have to be the best morning person ever, right? It has to work for you. And then the second piece, I heard this many, many years ago. I don't remember who said it, but create before you consume. I actually turn my phone off. I know people say, what if there's an emergency? I'm like, well, I'll find out when I turn it on. So I actually turn my phone off, or get a landline if you need to, because those devices are not helping us. So put it out of the room, and get an alarm clock. They do still sell them. Or I've actually seen, I want to get these lights that just turn on in your room, and they just brighten up your room. You set it for whatever time you want, and use that time. Once you're done your morning routine, then turn on your phone when you're ready to like input, when you're ready to face the world, but take that time and make it your time, right? Now, I have developed a morning routine, a morning ritual, and a morning movement practice that incorporates some yoga, it incorporates some lymphatic massage, and also a vocal warm up so that your voice and your breath is ready for the day. If you want that, let me know. I can just, get in touch with me and I'll send it to you. It's a little recording that you can get free. And otherwise, I would love to stay connected. I do have a Facebook group called The Visible Entrepreneurs. And if you have any other questions, please let me know. I would love to see your whys, but make sure you have a super powerful why, just like everything in life. If your why is bigger than your desire for sleeping more, then it's going to work. Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you so very much, Emanuela. That was very, very powerful. Literally, I am connecting all the links from every speaker that is sharing with us, and it's very good to hear and reaffirm and find it, like map it and see where exactly you have been, what you're doing wrong. Like you critique yourself and thinking, oh, I've been having my fun, I've been doing this. So amazing. Thank you for sharing that. Again, everyone, if you do have any questions, type them below, or we will get some time towards the end to get the guests to answer that for you. Thank you so very much. So we are going to have our next guest, who is Frankie Kington. He is the wise entrepreneur. He's a spiritual teacher and a global speaker. He is a youth mentor and coach, known as the wise entrepreneur. His mission is to empower 1 million young people to become inspiring entrepreneurs and thought leaders in the society over the next 30 years. So amazing. So let's put our hands together and welcome Frankie to share with us, how can we actually become a morning person? I think you're still muted, Frankie.
Sorry, Joseph. Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for that lovely introduction, Josephine. Thank you so much, speakers, for all what you've shared with me. Today, I've really took some notes and really gathered some really great information. So basically, again, thank you. My name is Frankie Kington. They call me the Wise Entrepreneur. I've just written a book, which I'm really excited about, which will be out on the 4th of March, and it's called Growing Pains Volume 1. So I'm really excited about that. And yeah, I just want to share with you really something which I feel is really close to my heart, and it's close to all of us here as live global speakers. I feel it's something which is really important. And I'm going to talk about motivation, because we know that motivation now, especially the world that we're living in and the situations and the dark times that we're kind of living in now, I feel that a lot of people need to be motivated, and they feel doing that in the morning is really, really important to really set our day up and how we actually want it to go. So basically, I'm going to talk to you about that, and I'm going to touch on some tasks. I'm going to do these little tasks, a little exercise with you. So some of the speakers I'd like to join in, and I hope I can motivate you today. I hope that you share my heart on why it's important to motivate people, because we all need motivating. And when we can do that, and we know the skills of doing it, it becomes easy for us. But when we're connected to people, it becomes easy for the people we're connected to as well. So first of all, I'm going to start off with, what does motivation mean? A reason or reasons for acting or behaving in a particular way. A desire or a willingness to do something. It might be enthusiasm or enthusiastic. I think you need this drive, and you need an ambition. It may be an initiative or a determination to do something. So what words fit for you? I've explained a few words there about willingness, desire, and some determination to doing things through enthusiasm. That's what motivation is. So for me, I'm going to touch on 3 tasks. 3 tasks what I need to do in the morning to motivate me. And 3 tasks are really important. Obviously, we've got to wake up in the morning, which is really important. Maybe we can have some breakfast. I love to meditate, to do my meditation in the morning. And I do my exercises, which is really, really important because it keeps me focused throughout the day. The 3 tasks are really important. So I'm going to touch on another 3 tasks, which are really important. And I want you to understand it. First one I'm going to talk about energy. So when we're motivated, we need energy. And we need passion. And honestly believe that energy works in a very mystical way. Energy is really important for us all because as you see here, there's a lot of energy in this actual meeting. So energy is really important for life, for us as people. The second thing I'm going to touch on as well is rhythm. When I talk about rhythm, everything's in rhythm for me. Whether it's the trees, the stars, everything dances, everything's in rhythm. And we need a flow. We need that like a vibration to come through our lives. So we're talking about energy, we're talking about rhythm, because that's what we need. This rhythm of life, this rhythm of flow, this vibration to keep us motivated. Then I'm going to talk about never giving up, never being defeated. So when I mean never being defeated, it's never being defeated to keep motivating ourselves in the morning. 3 tasks. And you can write 3 tasks down, ladies and gentlemen. You can write them down now if you want. Just write them down. Just remember they're really important for your morning routine. So what I'm going to do a little experiment. Okay, what I'll do, I'll choose 3 people. And the 3 people I'll choose is Emanuela, Barbara, and Aleasia. Hello, ladies. So basically what I'm going to do, I'm going to ask you 3 questions. And the others can do this as well. I'd love you to take part in this. I'm going to ask you 3 questions. And the questions I'm going to ask you, I want you to put a word or something on the end of it, because it's really important. And this is a good way for us to motivate ourselves. It's about me motivating the audience, or me motivating work colleagues, or me motivating the people I want to connect with. So the first question I'm going to ask yourself, ladies, is, I love myself because. Put the word on the end why you love yourself because. Okay? And the second one is, I respect myself because. Put the word on the end, please, why you respect yourself and why. I believe in myself because. Why do you believe in yourself? So ladies, yeah, maybe I can choose one lady to go first. I'll just give you them 3 questions. I love myself because, so write them down. I respect myself because, write it down. And I believe in myself because. And please choose different words to put on the end of these questions. So me, as a motivator, I'm trying to motivate these 3 ladies here. So remember what I talked about? I talked about energy, I talked about rhythm, I talked about never giving up and not being defeated. Okay? So the first lady I'm going to call out is Aleasia. Are you there, Aleasia? Hello? Okay then.
I was on mute. I apologize.
That's okay. So Aleasia, yeah? I love myself because, I respect myself because, and I believe in myself because. If you can just put a word on the end of that, Aleasia, why this is important for you, then we can move on to the next lady. So is that okay, Aleasia? So I can start again? So I'll start now. I love myself because.
I am still here regardless.
And you respect yourself because.
Hey, I respect others, so I got to respect myself as much.
And I believe in myself because.
I am resilient.
Thank you so much, Aleasia.
You're
Barbie
so
Smith.
welcome.
Barbie Smith.
Morning.
I love myself because.
Because I'm good.
And you respect yourself because.
I work hard and do the right thing.
And I believe in myself because.
Because I should. We all should.
Thank you so much, Barbara. Emanuela. I love myself because.
Because I am good. I'm going to steal Barbara's.
And I respect myself because.
Because I work hard and I'm always improving, getting better.
And I believe in myself because.
Because I can overcome anything.
Right, thank you, ladies. Now, I'm going to ask you to do it a little bit more faster. So I want this now. I want to feel the energy. I want to feel that vibration. I want to feel that flow. So I'll ask you these questions a little bit more quicker. Can you speed it up and go a little bit quicker for me, please, ladies? Is that okay? So, Aleasia. Hello, Aleasia.
I'm here. I'm here.
I love myself because.
I'm me.
I respect myself because.
I am a respectful person and I respect you.
And I believe in myself because.
I am resilient.
Thank you, Barbara. So sorry, thank you, Aleasia. Barbara, I love myself because.
Because I'm good.
And I respect myself because.
Because I respect others.
And I believe in myself because.
Because that's the way. That's the way it should be.
Emmanuel H. I love myself because.
Because I'm a good person.
And I respect myself because.
Because I respect other people.
And I believe in myself because.
Because I deserve it.
Because you deserve it. Thank you so much, ladies. Thank you so much for that. Now, the reason why I asked you to do that, I think it's really important, yeah, is what we have to understand, yeah, about this exercise, yeah, is about how I motivated you, yeah. I think it's really important, yeah, to do the task of 3, yeah. And I think it's really important that when I'm asking you these questions, if you can choose different words for the different sentences every time you do that, yeah, I feel that I'm motivating you a lot better. And the reason why I'm doing that is because the energy and the flow and the motivation is coming between you and motivating you in the room. So that's what I was trying to do. I was trying to get this energy between you to motivate you and to give that energy, that flow, and that never giving up, so we keep that rhythm going throughout the exercise or throughout the meeting. Okay, so what I want to ask the audience, did the audience feel motivated? Did they feel there was an energy there? Was it a mystical energy? Was it a passion? Was it flowing? Was it passing on to each other? Was the audience in rhythm? Were the people in rhythm and what I was talking about? Was there a vibration? Did people understand what it was, what I was actually doing to try and motivate these people? So you have to remember, when we're motivating, we're thinking about flow, we're thinking about energy, and we're thinking about this never giving up. And what we're thinking about as well is for people to think and stand on their own 2 feet and think within the moment. Because sometimes when we're motivating, we have to think on our feet how we're going to motivate the audience. If you give the audience tasks to do and they follow the tasks and they're in rhythm and flow and in energy with the task what I'm doing, it's very, very easy to motivate the audience or motivate your work colleagues or motivate the people who you want to motivate with. So when you can achieve this as a speaker or motivational speaker, you will find that you can get the best out of your audience or work colleagues, so they can think on their feet and be more productive in their environment. So as you noticed, I picked 3 people. If you noticed, I picked 3 tasks. As you noticed, I picked 3 words that were really important: energy, rhythm, and never giving up and never being defeated. Everything's done for the power of three. When we can work with the power of three, we can motivate ourselves a lot more easier, and we can be a lot more productive within our day, whatever it is that we want to do. Then we can build on that. But remember, guys, when we come down in the morning, do we look at ourselves in the mirror? Do we give ourselves that love? Do we say, I love myself because? Do we say, I believe in myself because? And do we say, I respect myself because? It's important. So we have to give ourselves that self-talk, ladies and gentlemen, the audience, in the morning, and give ourselves that self-talk. 3 words that you can do, or 3 tasks that you can do, but look at yourself in the mirror and do it. Give yourself that self-talk. It's about you loving yourself and who you are as a person. When you can do that, your day, you'll set up your day to be very, very productive, and your day goes a lot more smoother. So really, we have to give ourselves that self-talk. We have to love ourselves for who we are. When we love ourselves for who we are, the world becomes a better place. And when it comes to motivating people, you'll find that we can do that very, very easier. Why? Because we motivated ourselves in the morning, every single day when we get up. Because we need it now in these times that we're living in, these kind of dark, these challenging times. People need to be motivated. And if we can't motivate ourselves first, how are we going to motivate others? So remember, please give ourselves that love, give ourselves that self-talk all the time. And we have to do it, we have to practice that and do it. And you find that you become more better, and your day becomes more productive, and you become more happier as a person as your days go along, because you know what to do to motivate yourself and to keep yourself focused in the morning. So remember the 3 tasks, write them down, the 3 exercises, write them down, and remember them questions, and remember to give yourself that self-talk. It's about you loving yourself to motivate others. So I'll leave that there with you. Thank you so much, ladies, for doing that motivational exercise with me. I hope you enjoyed it, and yeah, I'll leave that there with you now. Thank you, guys. My name is Frankie Kington. I am on Facebook, Inspiring Voice, Empowering Youth Development. I'm on a YouTube channel as well called Frankie's Life Coach. The book is coming out on the 4th of March, The Wise Entrepreneur, Growing Pains, Volumes 1. And I really look forward to serving you today. Thank you so much.
Wow, Frankie, thank you so very much. I'm feeling the vibration. I am feeling the flow. I'm feeling the energy. I'm feeling motivated, and that was a wonderful exercise. So thank you so very much. Really appreciate that. So our next guest is called Pamela Stone. She is the CEO of Vision Made Network, and she's also a podcaster. She lives in the United States. She is the founder of What's Next for Women podcast since 2021, and she has been selected as one of the top 25 business coach podcasts on the web. She is the CEO and founder of Vision Made magazine. Let's put our hands together to welcome the amazing Pamela.
Well, thank you so much. This has been an amazing summit. So first and foremost, I want to thank you for creating this amazing platform for us to come in here and empower people around the world. And what a perfect topic, right? And I know when we were getting on starting to start up, we were hearing some were 5 in the morning, we were here 8 in the morning in the United States. And I was a little jealous of you all across the sea that was like 7 or 8 or 9. I was like, wow, okay. But first and foremost, thank you so much. But yes, my name is Pamela Stone, and I am the CEO of Vision Made Network. And the network consists of a podcast, a TV show, as well as a magazine. But how to be a morning person. We've heard how, but I want to talk about the benefits of being a morning person. Because why? Because I am a morning person. But the benefits of it is you get a fresh start. You know, we're always dwelling on, especially society, what's going on. We're so worried about the past. But the next morning, you get a new, fresh start. Then we get a new day, right? We get to start categorizing our day and thinking of a new day. We'll talk a little bit more about that. Become motivating. I love Frankie. He had given us some inspiration on how to become motivating, which again, we needed as what we're facing in today's society, what's going on, as well as become positive and productive. But what I want to talk about is how do we manifest our vision using the early morning, which comes a benefit. And why is it important? We again are so worried about and we're so consistent on and consumed with what's going on in the past that we forget about our vision, right? So before we move forward, I want to do this exercise real quick. Look, I already have my paper and pen, so sorry. So on your paper, write down what is your vision right now, today. And I'm going to explain to you why it's so important. As we're going through, and as I talk, I want you to know I'm very interactive. I don't like to sit and talk. So I'll be coming up with some talking points on what for you to do. But first and foremost, what is your vision for today? And make it so small that you can attain it by the end of this week. Again, I'll tell you why. So the benefits of being a morning person, it allows you to be productive. My mentor, he gets up at 4 a.m. every morning, and actually we have a call, 4 a.m. around the world. He motivates us. He gives us goals, as well as he gives us gives us a task. Then he will follow up to ask us if that task has been met the next day at 4 a.m. And if we meet it, we get a praise on. But I want you to understand that being a morning person doesn't mean you have to get up at 4 a.m. Doesn't mean you have to get up at 7 a.m. It just means needs that you need to get up and get moving. And how I do it is I start my routine actually the night before. I've completed my day. I've looked over, now I have created a list of what I need to do for the next day. After I have created that list sits next beside me. So then I get up in the morning, I know what I have to do. Before I even look at that list though, I start getting myself mentally prepared by looking at my vision for the day. I say my vision, I practice it daily, I write it. It's gotten so bad now, I even write it on Post-it notes and put it in my car. So I will be mindful of what my vision is for and what I'm working on. And knowing that that vision's in front of me is obtainable just like that. So being a morning person, as you heard me say, it becomes productive. Your mind works better in the morning. As Barbara talked about, I'm a morning person too. Now about 9 o'clock, I have shut it down and I'm no good in the morning. But in the morning, your mind is working. And actually scientists have shown that your brain endorphins are working faster in the morning because it's laid down and it has rested. And now you're ready to achieve the next day. And how you achieve that, and I'm gonna give you, and I'll jump off because I will talk forever. How you do that is you're gonna do it in 5 steps. And we're gonna start with, first of all, I'm gonna give you 2 steps, but the first one is we're gonna do it with a win, W-H-E-N. So for the W, when you're gonna do it is now. And you're gonna start doing it and you're gonna work on your goal, your vision now. Let me step back, I'm sorry. And we're going to do it now because see, you're getting up in the morning, you have a fresh start, you're able to move forward. H is how you do it, create creatively as well as do it impactfully. And how you do it is you're saying it every day, you're reminding yourself, you're talking to yourself, which comes into E, every day. Talk about it. Because if you talk about it, say it, it becomes real. It's obtainable. You touch it, you feel it, it's attainable, and you can do it. And how you do it now. How we're going to do it now, we're going to be doing it creatively. Now, I don't know if any of you, but I love vision board, and I have to throw it in here, which goes along with my business. Vision boards allows you to manifest what you want to do. I use my vision board every day. I literally have 5 vision boards, which one is literally right here. Vision boards has allowed me to put in place of what I want to achieve in 90 days. I do the small goals. That's why I talked about doing small goals. Because if you set up doing small goals, the ability for you reaching your big goal, you're setting yourself up. And studies have shown. So doing a vision board, creating pictures, words, tasks, as well as phrases, as well as a quote. I love quotes, and I will be closing with the quote. I believe quotes are powerful, motivating, and inspirational. So the benefits of getting up in the morning has allowed me to visualize my vision, to allow me to be productive, allow me to be motivating. I'm gonna tell you now, at 9 or 10 o'clock at night, I'll be motivated, but not as motivating as I can be now. And then as well as I will definitely be able to help you reach your what's next. And that's so important. And let's take advantage of our day, right? And what perfect way to do it is to get motivated and get moving for the next day. And so I want you all to know that when you go out here to go after your what's next, visualize it, manifest it, talk about it. Use the morning time to go after your what's next. We talked about you drinking water. We talk about exercise. We talk about taking personal time to ourselves, which is so important. And I didn't want to talk about those because I knew my cohorts would talk about them. But those are important for us to know that that's how you have a productive morning, is using those steps. And don't hold yourself so hard. Don't be so hard on yourself, right? We're all holding ourselves so hard on ourselves that we miss the mark. And missing the mark is not what we're here for. We're here to help each other get to the next level. So loosen up, go after your what's next, and relax. And as Barbara said, just do it. And if you don't do it, I mean, if you do it and you mess up, so what? What's the harm? Nothing. Because guess what? You have the next morning to start all over with a new day, a new start, new motivation, and be productivity, right? So with that, I'm going to close out. And then before I close out though, if anybody would like to talk about how to manifest your vision, as I did it really quickly, you can email me at the stone method at gmail.com and drop it in the subject tea talk. And we'll do a 15-minute tea talk. I love to talk over tea. We'll talk about how to manifest your vision. So as we end out this amazing session, here is my quote for the day. I start out a quote every day, but this one is so perfect. It says, "This morning will never come back to you in your life again. Get up and make the most of it today." Thank you. My name is Pamela Stone, and I am the CEO of Vision Made Network.
Wow, 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 Pamela. Thank you so very, very much. We have really enjoyed that. It's powerful, it's amazing, it's tangible, like you literally feel it and see it, and you're like, yes, I know where I am. I know what I have to do. I know how to keep myself motivated. I know I don't have to wake up at 5 a.m. I don't have to wake up at 4 a.m. I know when I'm going to be most productive. So thank you, thank you, thank you so very much. And again, if you do have any questions for any of the guests, please just type them below, and anyone, I'll read through them so the guest can answer them for you. Put the links, our speakers, if you can put the links into the comments so we all can get to connect, we can get to interact, socialize with one another. We would really, really appreciate that. And I think you have been our last speaker, and so it is so amazing that we have had to learn a lot. But put your links, how we can all get to connect with you, and ask any question that you feel our speakers can answer for you. And also, please, we have our own private community, which is called Global Speakers Community on Facebook. Just ask to connect with us. Don't just be sat somewhere and you just stuck. You've got this inner voice. You're telling yourself things and you just want to share, but you don't know how to practice, how to take it out. You're feeling shy. Don't be camera shy, because you have a story, you have something you want to share. So we have our Global Speakers Talk, we on YouTube, we on Instagram, we have a community as well, and as well as a website. I think someone is gonna put it in the comments. Yeah, but that has been us today. Someone is put a hand up. Murad, you have got a question, yeah?
Yeah, thank you so much for this inspiration. So I have
There is someone. Can you mute yourself, please? Yeah.
I have a question for Pamela. So we can share our vision and connect with people who they have the same vision, and we can collaborate.
Absolutely. I'm sorry, can you say that again?
So we can connect, we can share our vision, and we can connect with the people who they have the same vision, or we can create a global vision, and we can work together for having a better life and having a huge impact.
Absolutely, would love to.
Thank you so very much. Thank you so very much. So just put your comments here. You can connect with anyone that is here, because we've already built that. There is a platform already for all of us. So we know we've been on Global Speakers Talk Summit, and it just flows because we've had everyone speak. And yeah, that is our GST page, or Facebook community, and YouTube as well. And I can see some of your comments as well. Hang on a minute. Am I not missing any comments? If you would like to unmute yourself to come and ask any questions, or you'd rather type them, please do that. Otherwise, as we wait for that, please, we would love to hear your honest opinion regarding Summit. We would love to improve, we would love to get better, we would love to expand and grow and impact more lives. If you have been here and you'd love to give us some feedback, please do so, and we would love to hear it, and we'd love to improve as well. There is nothing like a bad feedback. If it's going to help us grow and improve, we would love to welcome that. Did someone else? Hi, Andrea.
Yes, I have a question for Emanuela. You have said to do a list with yin activities and yang activities for the morning. Can you give some explanation about yin activities and yang activities?
Yes, yes.
Thank
Good
you.
question. So yang energy is the masculine energy. It's like the sun. It is the productivity. So it's output, it's creation, it's you know, higher energy activities, right? So it could be really an intense workout, or maybe sitting down and writing something, being creative, you know, putting output. Whereas yin is like the dark side of the mountain. It's the moon, it's the feminine energy, it's the downward energy, it's the cozier type, turning intuitive, right? And we need both. It's just some people in the morning have more of that yang energy, and some people have more of the yin energy. So even if you feel like, okay, I'm not really this get up and go person, you can still have a great morning by doing activities that are going to foster the energy that you already have and listening to your body. So maybe it's reading and journaling and sipping tea and meditation and something quiet. Does that help answer your question?
Sure, thank you so much. I already written here all your notes, so it's clear. Thank you very much. Yes.
Great, no problem.
Thank you so very much for that. I love listening to what people are asking as well. And Barbara says in the comments that it was a great experience. I would be happy to speak with GST again, any topic. Oh, thank you so very much, Barbara. We really, really appreciate that. Keep those feedback coming in as well. Murad, you have got your hand up?
Yeah, I have another question for my brother Frankie. So when we say I love myself because, can we go deeper and we ask, for example, five because for finding the root of because, or we can just keep one because.
Very, very good. What is your name, sir? Very, very good question.
Murad.
Very, very good question, Murad. I actually did write it because I think what's important, Murad, is that when we're asking these questions, I love myself because I think sometimes it's really important that we give different answers. Because if we can give different answers, you find, Murad, that you can motivate people a lot more easier to do that. So if I say I respect myself because, I'm sure, Murad, I'd be asking you to dig deeper why you respect yourself. So you're definitely right, Murad. So to each question could be 10 or 12 or 13 different words. So that's the idea of motivating people. If you can get a room of people and motivate them and ask them questions, and they can give you different words and different answers, you know then that the rhythm, the energy, and the flow and the vibration of the meeting, or where it's on an audience, you are connecting on a deeper level with the audience because you're getting that rhythm, that flow, that energy, that vibration going in the actual moment. So it's a very good question, Murad. Yeah, it's always about digging deeper, yeah, to find the words to that question. Does it answer your question, Murad?
I'm sorry, I am so talkative. And there are another perspective if we have a good friend, because the good friend who they give you a even if negative feedback, and they can help you to improve yourself. So we can also ask ourselves how we can why we respect ourselves, and they can give you some feedback that can help you to find the root of why.
I like that, Murad. That is exactly right. Yeah. So after that, yeah, right. So after that exercise, yeah, I think feedback is really important. You're right there, Murad, and you can actually do that as well. So if my exercise helped you, yeah, whatever we do, feedback and probably questions, yeah, is really important. Thanks, Murad, for bringing that up for me.
Yeah,
Thank you
because
so much.
I did the last time I did exercise about resilience with students in first year in middle school. So they ask a lot of questions and they start to find a lot of solution, and even if they say and the first they don't have problem or something like that, but after that they start to go inner their self and they find a good solution.
Excellent. Thank you, Murad. Thanks for your feedback. Thank you. Nice to meet you.
Thank
you can
you.
connect, Murad. You can connect.
Amazing, amazing. I think Andrea is got a hand up as well.
No, it just remains the same. And
Or did it? Did anyone
yes.
have any questions? No? That's amazing. So basically, this.
I apologize for another something just I give up. So can our nutrition help us to wake up and have more energy, or we can just focus just about affirmation because they are vibration, and also maybe nutrition can also help us and connecting with the nature.
Is that question going to Frankie or you asking me?
I ask all audience. So if someone can.
Ask the question again, please.
So also, can our nutrition can help us to have positive energy for wake up morning, have a good vibration.
I think I can probably take that one. There are a lot of people who say, I'm not a morning person. I'm not even hungry in the morning. I don't want to eat. My recommendation is, even if you're not hungry in the morning, have a little something. What I like to do, it's a hack to get your vegetables in. I do a veggie shake with pink Himalayan salt and 4 ingredients: avocado, English cucumber, celery, and spinach. Put that in the blender, drink it up. It's not meant to be like a banana smoothie. It's meant to be fresh, and it's very, very good for your digestion. It's a great way to get a lot of veg in the early morning. So you feel like you're virtuous. You've gotten your veg in for the day, but it's also a great pre-workout drink because it's not heavy. So that's how I start my day, and I highly recommend it.
Thank you so very much, Barbara. That's very, very helpful. So thank you everyone for being here. We really do appreciate you, and we have enjoyed every moment. Your feedback means a lot to us because we only learn and get better every time you give us some feedback. We know what to work on. So keep following us. We're going to push this out to our audiences, and if you can share it as well and invite other people to come and follow us and connect with us, we would love to help. And again, there is some contacts here we all can connect with to get to learn more as well. But that has been the end of our Global Life Summit. I wish you a wonderful day wherever you are, or a good evening, or a good night, and we'll see you very, very soon, or speak to you very soon as well. Thank you so very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye, everybody.
Josephine,
Hang on a minute.
Thank you, Josephine.
Hang on a minute.
Thank you.
Can we take some pictures as well? Andrea, you ever take some pictures? Because, I forgot.
Yes, we are ready.
Are you ready? Can we all have a cheesy, nice, happy smile? Now that we know how to have a routine, we know. Yeah. We know what inspires us. We respect ourselves. We love ourselves. So let's just do this. And yeah, so thank you. And Sue, are you gonna put the camera on, or? I think some of them have already left, but I hope you have taken some pictures. We are going to love you. And
Aww.
what's happened? Hello, Andrea?
Yes, I'm here. I'm still here.
Did you take some pictures?
I cannot take some pictures with my laptop.
Oh, okay. Hang on a minute.
Can you do it?
Hang on a minute. Oh yeah, I've just put that on. We have a few people on here. I'm gonna take some pictures, and anyone can take some pictures as well if you would love to. Let's smile. Yes, I have taken a few pictures, and thank you so very much for being here. We'll see you very soon.
You.
Thank you
Bye-bye.
So much.
Bye.
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 Bye. Bye.
Bye.